Hey guys, what's good? I'm Andre and today I want to talk to you guys about Natgas as well as WTI or US oil or Brent or whatever. Guys, it's been such a freaking journey on Natgas. Man, ever since the 2.8 range, I kept calling it kind of overextended on Twitter. A lot of people were hitting on me and kind of saying that I'm full of it and it's never gonna retrace back to 2.5 again. We tested 2.47-ish earlier today. I think we are going to continue heading down and I'm gonna show you guys why. I still feel like this is a decent zone over here because obviously we've retraced quite a bit from a Fibonacci retracement point of view. If we draw a fib over here, I think we have retraced more than 50% there. But check out where the golden pocket is on the fib. So the 61 to 65 range here on the fib lines up really beautifully with a fair value gap on the 4-hour chart, which I think we are going to try and fill. The fair value gap is not something I've come up with. It's something that the Inner Circle Trader has come up with. You guys can go check out his videos on his channel and try to see if that makes sense for you. But I still say that we would probably want to see it retrace back into this range over here. Between 2.4 and 2.35 roughly would be where I would want for this to retrace. Now, if we do that within the next, let's say, 3 to 5 days here, that might line up perfectly with a retest of this bottom channel that's ascending, obviously. So as the days go by, we will probably see it rise up and hopefully meet up with the price action somewhere in that range between 2.35 and 2.4. Now on the US oil side of things, guys, or WTI or Brent, again, they all obviously look the same and they all probably trade very similarly, except for a couple of minute details that you need to read up on before trading either of them. Now, we called out the top here and we actually sent this out on Patreon the other day, asking folks to be aware of this as a potential resistance, to take profits if they haven't when we bought it over here down at 67.65, to take profits here or to enter short. Now obviously from there we have moved down. Now where I think we are going is to retest this range over here between 72 bucks and probably or 72.5 and 72. In this range over here I think is where we will probably retrace to if we go on and use a fib retracement of the last wave up as well. You guys are gonna see that there are quite a few different interesting levels in here, including the 0.51. So I just feel like there's too much of a confluence in that area for us to stop anywhere sooner. If we do stop, I think it's gonna be at 73, but I still think that at the very least we are going to make an intraday wick lower into that area. Now guys, that's all I want to cover for today. The futures are a bit mixed today and they're a bit crazy as well. If we take a look at wheat, for instance, it had a massive move up today on some news about Ukraine and Russia, and now apparently that news kind of came to pass because it's retraced quite a bit of the movement. We took it long initially, we were stopped out at break even. So wheat was had a couple of really difficult days to trade throughout the last few days. It caught us off guard a couple of times. Thankfully, most often than not, we were stopped out either at a break even or for a very small loss. That's why it's so important, guys, to make sure that you watch your downside. You can never be too certain, you can never be too sure about what you're doing. On cocoa futures, guys, we are retesting this area where we haven't been ever since 2015. I'm not sure if you guys recall what you were doing in 2015, but it feels like such a long time ago that I surely don't. Now, it might be worth a nibble right now with a short. That being said, I think it's pretty dangerous. So in my opinion, it would be a lot safer if we wait for this trend line to break and enter it short on a break of the trend line. This way, obviously we get a worse price for the short, but at least we have confirmation. So in a way, you pay for confirmation when you're waiting for these types of setups. Now, I do think this is playable, however, as is cotton futures, which made a really interesting retracement back up today. I think this one is going to be heading short here. It's actually one of the plays that I sent through our Patreon a few days ago, and as you guys can see, it's playing out exactly as we were expecting it to. It's retesting the bottom of this channel from below, and I think it's going to continue moving lower here to potentially $72, but let's see. Obviously we still need to be patient. However, we are probably going to be finding resistance in here at the 200-day moving average. On the stock futures, really, Nasdaq, S&P, the US 30, I have no opinion. Seriously, it's uncanny how much these indices can be going up when everything points that they shouldn't be. Guys, please check us out on Patreon. We've been doing a lot of good work throughout the last few days. You're missing out on a lot of really interesting setups. We do options, we do swing trading, we do forex, we do a lot of different things that you guys can be privy to if you do opt in to our Patreon service. Check us out there, check us out on Twitter. Thank you so much for all of your support throughout the last few videos. It's really been helping me tremendously, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Take care.